When I was diagnosed with cancer, the wife of the popular queen refused to treat me. Instead, he filed for divorce immediately. Because in his eyes, I'm just an asshole who abandoned a woman. He disappeared without a trace. When she was pregnant, he also left him a huge debt. To avoid creditors, he was pregnant and hid from place to place, every day sleeping under the bridge. When I'm hungry, I can only look through the trash. Now he relies on his own efforts. After becoming the first day in the building, the first thing he did at his new song release, expose me as a scumbag. At netizens from all over the country judge me. But as my diary was exposed at the scene, Liu Ruyan completely collapsed. He couldn't believe the man he had always hated. I have been helping myself silently. He begged Sister Chen with tears streaming down his face. I beg you to tell me where Yi Qiu is now. You must still be in contact with him. Please tell me all these years. It's not a diary. Your little explanation can solve it. I want to ask him myself. I want to get the answer from his own mouth. Chen Lu on the other end of the phone smiled bitterly and said, "Tin Mr. Yi show up. Will Yi Qiu be able to play? He can't make a decision." Shiku shook his head helplessly. Having said so much, he actually hoped that Yi Qiu would appear. We always have to face the right and wrong, but he couldn't make a decision. Chen Lu sighed on the other end of the phone. Then he told the media, "Everyone, you must have a lot of questions about what happened today. But it's too late today. Ruyan needs a rest. Everyone needs a break." So Chen Music decided tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. at Chen Entertainment headquarters to convene a press conference on the Ruyan incident. Friends who are interested can come at that time. After receiving the assurance that there will be a press conference tomorrow, the crowd began to disperse. Afterwards, the big entertainment show will be updated tonight. Video of the press conference. Netizens across the country were shocked. I didn't expect that after the first day of Daxia, such a sad experience. When the outside world was in chaos, I woke up. I called Stone over right away. I need an explanation. Shichu is not a person who makes decisions on his own. He knows that I just want to leave quietly. The Stone avoided my gaze. I tried to smile. Nothing happened. I just think you're not worth it. I couldn't help but said it, and I shook my head. Stone sighed helplessly. We have been brothers for so many years. Don't we know each other well enough? If you don't want to say it, I can stop asking. But from now on we will no longer be brothers. I'll push my wheelchair and leave. The Stone lighting is amazing. His face became extremely embarrassed, clenching and unclenching the fist in my hand. Run forward quickly. He grabbed my wheelchair. Brother, I don't want to tell you. I'm afraid you can't bear it. My whole body suddenly shook. His face became more serious. What happened to Ruyan? What I'm most worried about is Ruyan, especially this sentence of Stone. The anxiety in my heart is growing wildly. Shichu saw something wrong with me, quickly said that it was not Ruyan herself who had the problem. Maybe even Ruyan doesn't know this situation. Just discovered it a while ago. About 3 months ago, I got a few photos. Several people have been following Ruyan, but among these people, I found the fish you left behind. The crab man. I asked him. I suspected it back then. It wasn't the crab that died. When we found the crab carcass, it has changed beyond all recognition. In the end, it was only through his relics that it's confirmed it's him. But is it? No one knows the answer, Shiku said. And now they are targeting Ruyan. I'm afraid Ruyan will really be caught by them. You must be really crazy, kid. So I decided to make everything public. At this the Stone stopped. Watch my reaction. Keep going. My eyes are full of murderous intent. The dragon has reversed scales. Touch it to avoid anger. I don't care what happens to me. He is already a dying man. But Ruyan is just a little bit dangerous. I can't tolerate it. Don't worry. I got the exact information. They should be thinking, get your news from Ruyan. Their main target is you. So I just wanted to tell everyone. EQ is still alive, but Ruyan doesn't know your whereabouts either. This way they won't dare to act rashly. He is safe for now. I nodded. If Shichu's analysis was correct, this can really ensure the safety of the smoke. I smiled. So I can't die yet, right? Of course, there is a premise for all this. You have to live. If you let them know you're dead, they are desperate. Nobody knows what will happen then. Shichu nodded with a smile. Don't worry. I did this with confidence. These people have been like smoke for a long time. I haven't done anything yet. Just want to make sure of 2 things. The first, does Ruyan know about you? Are you 2 still in touch? The second thing is to find a way to get rid of you. If you're still alive, they will definitely do everything they can to kill him. But it is precisely because of this, so as long as you are alive and make them believe Ruyan doesn't know where you are, he is relatively safe. After all, you are their ultimate goal. The Stone remains calm, analyzing that if they go all out and catch Ruyan, threaten me to come out. Ichu smiled and said, I will continue to expose. Tell the world how much you love Ruyan, then tell everyone you are unconscious, but when you wake up I will go to Ruyan first. And they will just stare at Ruyan without hurting him. In addition, I also sent experts to protect him secretly. But you know crabs are hard to guard against. I smiled. I was wondering if there was anything else you hadn't said. It's gone. I've said it all, right? My eyesight has become sharper. The Stone shuddered. I raised my hands helplessly. That's enough. It's simple. I want to cut the roots directly this time. I will expose everything about you, of course. It's all true. The ones you did. Calling you stupid is a compliment to you. Then at the end I'll shoot off the right ear. Catch everything. Who is the right ear? I asked directly. Shichu stopped talking immediately. Is he right? The Stone was silent for a long time, finally nodded. GQ, someone always has to pay, but don't worry, I will put a lot of protection around him. I won't let him get hurt. What kind of guarantee? I interrupted him directly, shouting that the crabs were extremely vicious. The authorities can't do anything about him. What guarantee do you have? But someone has to pay the price. The Stone also shouted, but that person must not be Ruyan. I live a day. Don't allow anyone to hurt him in the slightest. Not even a hair. There was unquestionable firmness in my tone. How long can you protect him? Stone is not to be outdone. Just this sentence made both of them silent instantly. I slowly lowered my head. Yes, how long can you protect him? How long can I hold on? I feel a little heartache. I'm not afraid of death, but I'm afraid that Ruin and Guguo will suffer in the future. I'm afraid I can no longer protect them. Even if it's just secret protection, the stone came to me gently. Putting his hand on EQ's shoulder, how long can you protect? The matter of EQ Crab is not only about us too big, the authorities also regard him as a thorn in their side. If this is done, Ruin will be a national hero in the future. With this identity, he can achieve true stability. I slowly raised my head. I agree with your plan, but in fact, the best bait is not Ruin. You know the best bait can only be me. Tongue suddenly shook his head wildly. No, absolutely not. EQ, do you still want to live a few more days? Stone's crazy teachings, not Stone. Since the plan is not perfect, then we need to modify. Only I can lure out the crabs. No one else can do it. My voice became calm. So the final heir can only be me. If something happens to Ruin, I will never close my eyes in death. The stone is silent. But the stone knows the real storm has just begun. The following exposure is my craziest day. Thinking of those thrilling years, Shichu finally accepted his fate and smiled. He knew he could no longer persuade this madman. I'll let you know at the end. Get the answer from the stone. I closed my eyes in peace. Ruin didn't sleep all night. He thought a lot tonight. Times have changed. He decided to write off the past. After all, those days of unbearable pain, it was really hard for me to get through this. I will never have the courage to do it again. The moon is approaching like smoke, hugging him gently. Let the smoke pass by. Didn't we agree on this? Let the past life be written off. Sometimes emotional matters are smoothed out. It's not like you can redeem it by doing anything. Ask yourself, Ruin, after those days, years, do you still love him? Do you still love me? Ruin nodded and shook her head. Suddenly he doesn't know. He really doesn't know. He once said to EQ, but I do everything crazy and bold, reckless things. While we are young, we can still live. After we die, while we are all brave, while I still love you. But now he is mature. Maturity is not about getting old at heart. But the tears are rolling in my eyes, but still keep smiling. I thought about it for a long time. Ruin finally called the police. Tears never fell. Linyu, I'm tired. I want to let it go. Ruin said quietly. Yes, I'll accompany you. Linyu also called the police. Ruin seemed to want to give him more warmth. I want to let go completely. Ruin's voice is not loud but firm. There is a kind of enlightenment in the tone that sees through everything. He continued. I can ignore EQ. I don't care how much he did for me. I don't care if he still loves me. But I can't ignore my parents. I can't ignore Guguo. What EQ did just now actually reminded me my parents are old now. I'm their only daughter. My daughter is still young. He has no father since he was a child. No fatherly love, so I think I should focus on my family. Hear this? Linyu understood a little and looked a little surprised. Ruin, you mean you want to quit? Linyu hasn't finished yet. Ruin nodded heavily. Yes. I want to quit the entertainment industry. This is the end of everything EQ has given me. What he has done for me, I can't afford it. Then consider it as compensation to your uncle. I will tell uncle his father loves him too. I raised a child for him. To me also say that he has repaid his efforts. The entertainment industry is too tiring. It's too messy. How many times have we almost been doomed? Now I don't want to fight anymore. I have more important people to protect. Ruin said a lot more. Linyu listens to the heart. Sutra complex expression. Oh, we worked so hard to get all this. Are you willing to give up? Ruin smiled and stood up and walked towards Guguo's room. He walked and said, the only thing I can't bear to part with now is Guguo. Lin, you will announce it at the press conference tonight. Please tell Sister Chen in advance. Say sorry for me. Failed his hopes. 6 p.m. Various journalists and media have already reported. The entire venue compared with the last new song release conference. I don't know how many more people there are. This is not just an ordinary press conference. This is a live broadcast for the entire network. With the exposure of EQ's identity, reporters are asking more and more questions. Ruin tidied up her appearance, tried to look less haggard, prepared to go out. The moment he took a step, Chen Lu on the side finally spoke like the morning dew. Gently teaching behind, Ruin stopped and did not turn around. When the time comes, he didn't know how to face Chen Lu. Chen Lu sighed like smoke. No matter what, remember to come back often in the future. Ruin's tears suddenly flowed down. Make the decision to leave the person he felt most sorry for was Chen Lu. Chen Lu has helped him so much over the years. For Ruin, Chen Lu is not only his boss, he is his friend, his only friend in recent years. Oh, less important, and Zero Moon. So when he heard this, he was moved to tears. He knew that this sentence meant that Chen Lu had forgiven him. Chen Lu took a few steps forward and held his hand. The two nodded to each other and walked out together. With the appearance of Chen Lu and Ruin, the reporter immediately stopped the camera shutter. In the previous life, I pressed hard. Everyone is seated. It was exactly 6 o'clock. As soon as they appeared, some reporters couldn't help loudly ask, Miss Ruin, may I ask Miss Ruin? You will know that Mr. Yi has done so much for you. How do you feel? Will you guys get back together? Reconciliation.